The lack of crew is now a crisis across the west of Scotland and Northern Ireland. The Aquarius has been tied up for weeks. Now, though, she's leaving Barra in the Outer Hebrides for the treacherous waters of the Minch. Trawler skipper Angus MacLeod forced to work the deck as well. Normally the crew should be 5, today just 2. And among them, something of a rarity these days, a British deckhand.
Thought, why not? Take a chance. Right. It's paid off.
But do your mates down Glasgow way, did they say you're crazy or what?
Well, I get quite a few mixed reactions of people, why are you doing that?
Operating heavy machinery in these conditions is obviously dangerous. The skill set is wide, the hours long. All the more so when you're forced to operate a skeleton crew. Forced because the skippers here say the Home Office's harsh environment for immigration, the Windrush culture, is affecting them too. They can't get visas for the Filipino crew they rely on these days.
So what do you need? What do you need here and now from the government to get your business back on its feet?
We need some kind of access to non-EU labour. We found Filipino labour they're very skilled men, great guys to work with, very, very attentive to their job, and very happy to learn and pass on their skills.
Skippers accuse the government of just not listening when they say depopulation, almost full employment, and the failure of training schemes to provide British crew have all created an absolute reliance here on skilled, experienced Filipinos.
It isn't just the west coast of Scotland, it's Northern Ireland as well, where trawlers are going out of business. The skippers accuse the Home Office of creating a blanket policy in its hostile environment for immigration, and in doing so they're taking no account of the special circumstances they say that they work under.
6 trawlers have gone out of business in the west of Scotland in recent months. Across Northern Ireland, the figure is more than 23. The Home Office told this programme it's right that employers look first to the resident workforce before recruiting from overseas. On the plane to Barra's beach landing strip, I met the wife of one such skipper. That evening, we caught up with Jonathan Boyd. He sold his trawler in the past fortnight.
We decided the only way was to come out of the industry for the time being.
So where does this leave you and your family? I mean,
Well, it leaves me unemployed for a start. And my son.
And your son?
And my son, yeah. So we're just hoping that something will come of it. It just seems there's not enough votes in the fishing industry to make a difference to government either way.
Across the bay from Jonathan Boyd's house, the biggest private sector employer on the island. This is Barra Atlantic, fish processing for supermarkets and consumers across the UK and beyond. The livelihoods of many here depend on this place, but the boss says the visa clampdown is putting the entire business in jeopardy.
If we're not going to be able to source the fish, we can't produce, that's going to be another 35 people on the dole.
It's that serious, Donald?
It's that serious, it is. And at the moment, we went into an expansion with an EU grant of over £800,000. Now, if we don't, or if we can't get the calibre of people to work on these boats and keep the industry vibrant on this island, I'm afraid it's curtains. And,
as we talk, an incoming call. He later took the call from an agent in Ghana, desperate to send over fishing crews to Scotland.
Everything is already okay.
Right now, desperate to get back, right?
Good afternoon, sir.
And every day, he said, Filipino crews texting him for work. Next evening, a Skype call with a valued deckhand, Rendom de Jesus, calling again from the Philippines.
Very good place, very good people, very friendly. So I like it. I love Barra.
Of course it's serious. If these other boys can't get crews, and us doing that huge expansion we're doing with borrowed money, it'll see the end of us, it'll see the end of the island, and we're the second biggest employer on the island.
East Coast trawlers in Scotland can easily get visas because they fish in international waters. West Coast means the rich grounds of the Minch, domestic waters, and that means no visas for valued crew whose airfares from East Asia owners are only too happy to pay if they could just get them past immigration. Leaving Barra to cross the Minch to mainland Scotland. At Oban, the industry's legal advisor is waiting for us.
Isn't this just a case of fishermen moaning? They want to be a special case, and frankly everyone wants to be a special case. I mean, you can't set a precedent and make one law different from one set of people from another, can you?
There are a number of concessions. One, for example, for sheep shearers, which is for Australian and New Zealand nationals who are skilled in that area to come and work for industry here. There's another concession which is operated for vessels with non-European crew that are engaged in wind turbine work inside territorial waters.
So it can be done?
It can be done.
The Home Office says between 2010 and 12, they operated a visa scheme which granted temporary working visas to non-EU nationals. However, they say they closed it because of low take-up. Back aboard the Aquarius, Angus MacLeod isn't sure how much longer he can go on like this, and there are plenty of other skippers like him. Hints there are of a breakthrough, a deal, but for more than 25 vessels, the Home Office's harsh environment for immigration in this case has already been terminal. Jobs and livelihoods gone. Alex Thompson, Channel 4 News in the Outer Hebrides.